So the Britannia Challenge Cup between St Andrew's Boat Club and Cercle Nautique from France. So coxed fours, the cox is hidden from our view in the front of the boats. They're going to have to get their crews away smoothly, and both boats seem to have made a very smooth, very straight start. Cox is not having to do too much work this time.
Yeah, this St Andrew crew going off there, actually Scottish national champions, so we'd hope to see a bit of speed from them.
And the Club Nautique from France, dark horses, really, as far as we're concerned in this field. Don't know too much about them, but they need to just try and finish those strokes out a bit longer, I think, if they're going to keep in contact, because St Andrew's Boat Club, like you say, Scottish national champions, experienced and moving smoothly as they come out here, top of the island, about a minute into the race, looking to lengthen out and find a rhythm. Yeah,
that St Andrew Boat Club looks just a little bit racier than this Club Nautique on this side. I think that the French crew could do with a bit of spinning their hands a little bit faster and actually getting that race a little bit more at this racy part of the course.
Yeah, it just doesn't look that dynamic in the boat in the foreground, does it? The blades just aren't quite accelerating, the bodies aren't quite connecting and hanging off there. So you look to the crew from St Andrews to the right, and they're just able to just keep the boat tapping a bit more, keep it a bit more dynamic.
Yeah, they look like they're moving away at this part of the race, and the French crew here really needs to stay in touch and contact, because it's going to be a long old race if they're losing contact here.
So we've moved down the course, so we're approaching Forley, so towards the halfway mark. And from this angle, it looks to me like St Andrew's Boat Club are able to be in control, but they haven't fully shaken off the Club de Nautique from France.
Yeah, they've got a bit of pedigree, this St Andrew Club. Kieran Tierney in a two-seat won the Prince Albert, the university equivalent of this race, in 2016. So last year, he knows what it's like to win here. He knows what it's like to go through those nerves and come down this course.
Yeah, Graham Ord in the three-seat of the St Andrews boat. The Great Britain under-23 in the pair in 2016 made the A final of the GB Trials in 2016, and also, yeah, Henley record holder for the Prince Albert in 2015. Now they've moved up from that Prince Albert for students in coxed fours up to the Brit Challenge Cup for clubs, and able to get the boat moving early on in the race and then open this lead, which they seem to now be in control of.
Yeah, this looks very relaxed now up in the shoulders. You can see them just slotting those blades in with some ease. The cox is barely shouting at them, so I think that's a good sign for this St Andrew Boat Club.
Yeah, that's Helena Watson coxing the boat there, able to just talk to the crew in a fairly calm voice. She won't have to pull out all her aces today. She can just keep them moving, keep them focused on the basics and doing the basics well. Later in the week she might have to get all her motivation going. Might have to remind them about what they were able to do back in 2015, how some of them were able to break those records and win that Prince Albert.
So the cox not only steering this boat, but they're also kind of a mini coach in the crew, really bringing that boat together with one voice and telling the crew exactly what you do. You'll see today some boats that are coxless without the coxers, but the job will fall on one of the crew members to make the calls. But it's a lot easier if you can just concentrate on the rowing and you have a cox to tell you what to do.
I always think there's three aspects really to coxing. There's the steering, there's the head, and there's the heart. And really on a day like today she needs to worry about the steering and the head, which is giving the information, how many strokes they're doing, where the opposition is, where they are on the course. As it gets further and further through the regatta, they need to start to pull those emotional strings, try to go to the heart and say, how do I really motivate this crew? How do I really push this crew on?
Yeah, rowing's about going flat out over this course. So, I mean, there's a lot of technical things your cox will be telling you, but after a certain point, you really want your cox to really give it to you in exactly that grade, give you some heart, tell you why you're doing it, make your body really find that extra ounce of energy and push yourself right over that red line. And sometimes the best coxers can get that out of you.
So I'm going to have to ask you, can you tell me a little bit just about what was going on in your rate in in Rio, how you managed to get over that line and hang on, win that silver medal?
Yeah, well, I kind of am a rower that likes a lot of heart and likes a lot of grit. But actually, Zoe de Toledo, our cox, kept very calm through the middle of the race. The point of the race when I was actually starting to flicker on thinking, let's go now, as we were coming last in the Olympic final.
Because you were pretty steady, weren't you? Pretty in control, a bit like this St Andrews crew, except you weren't 3 lengths in front, you were a length behind.
Yeah, it looked like we raced the wrong way around, but yeah, Zoe kept very calm, kept to our plan. I think that's what the guys this week have to do, keep to their plan. They've all trained really hard through the winter, through the spring. They've got to come here and execute exactly what they've been doing.
And that's it, isn't it? Taking what you practice it, and then you bring it out onto the race course so that you are able to handle the pressure by just doing one stroke after another, living in the present moment and delivering the very best you can, stroke by stroke, day by day through the regatta.
And it's Andrew Boat Club now. They've really relaxed their rate right down.
Yeah. Helena Watson there, great shot of her. She describes a highlight as being second in the Met Regatta Elite Coxed Fours on Saturday in 2017 and first in the Coxed Fours at the Nat Champs in Scotland in 2017.
So these guys know how to race. They've done a lot of races through the summer, and this is really the pinnacle of their racing season now. So hopefully they put all those little pieces of the jigsaw together, ready to finish it off this weekend. But yeah, they're very good over there.
Yeah, they're able to be in control of this race, aren't they? Looking calm, relaxed, enjoying the Thursday morning at Henley. Good time to do your race so you can recover and get ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's not too hot today. Even though we're in the middle of June, it's a coolish day. These crews can just go home now and relax and get ready for what hits them tomorrow. Fair play to this Cercle Nautique on this side, really giving it some towards the finish line, and that's what they want to come here and do, empty the tank at Henley.
So confirmation there of that win in the Britannia Challenge Cup for St Andrews Boat Club over the Cercle Nautique de France.